Hey guys, William Brown here with yet another PawPaw video. Just talking to you a little bit about seeds and hard PawPaws. In this box I have a bunch of hard PawPaws. It was full. So whenever we're harvesting PawPaws out in the forest, we're looking for ripe PawPaws on the ground. And sometimes we'll come across groves where there's a bunch of like really rotten PawPaws on the ground. Whenever we find the super rotten ones that are just like all brown and full of fungus and mold and stuff, then we'll shake some of the trees around there because it's a sign that the trees are very ripe. When we're shaking some trees, occasionally you'll get a hard one that falls down. And when you're shaking trees all day, you'll get a bunch of hard ones that fall down. So we try to disperse really hard ones throughout the forest in piles. But if there's any that has like a little bit of bounce to them, I've just been playing around with different techniques of trying to get them to ripen. So I've seen things online, people say you can ripen them up in the fridge or stuff like that. But it's a common consensus that these fruits only get ripe on the tree. So I've taken these hard ones just because I didn't want to put them to waste. If anything, I'd take them for seed. But I figured I'd let them to their natural environment because sometimes hard ones fall on the ground and they're down there in the leaves and they get exposed to the elements and they'll ripen up a little bit. So I figured I'd just leave them all in this big box together and let's see how they fared. So this box has been sitting here for about 3 days, and in that time a bunch of them have softened up for me and even got started turning a little yellow on me. So that's awesome. And this has been a method that I've been using to ripen up some hard PawPaws. Some of them I know are not going to get ripe, which is okay because I can still use them for seed. So a little bit on seed storing. I have the seed storing out here, just so they don't stink up the house for now. I'm going to process them a little bit further and then store them in some peat moss so I don't have any I'm storing in some cocoa coir so I don't have a lot of bacteria and fungus on them and stuff like that. But yeah, they're in there, saving some like super rotten ones, and then I have different varieties labeled out in here. Cultivated southeastern wild type, Rappahannock, wild near Kennett Square, and I try to remember which bags I get these wild ones from, but sometimes they get a little bit mixed up. Ooh, that one's starting to go. But yeah, so I keep them in the skins. I keep the seeds in the skins. They need to stay moist. If they dry out, they don't fare too well. So just like I said, I'll keep them in some cocoa coir. I try not to use peat moss for anything because they're mining it from peat bogs. But yeah, I'll clean those off, and then I'll store them in cocoa coir in the winter, and I'll keep them in a container outside so they can get cold. Naturally, some people will put them in the refrigerator because they need to go through a little cold cycle. But I'll just let them sit outside and get cold with nature, and then plant them the following year. So I'm going to be planting lots of PawPaw seeds in the local area, and some of these that are hard I'm just going to go around burying in different areas. As I've been foraging PawPaws, I've seen such a variety of different trees. I've seen some trees that are super tall and skinny with like most of the branches on the top. I've seen some that are almost like Christmas trees, like almost kind of like conical with larger branches on the bottom and smaller branches on the top. I've seen real small dinky trees with loads of fruits on them, real tall trees with no fruits on them. And I've been like looking at more videos online and stuff, and I've seen people that have seen like almost like 50 to 60 foot tall PawPaw trees. I could only imagine what they used to look like before the colonialists came in and deforested our area here. I mean, in Pennsylvania, just speaking for myself, but with the canopies so large from like the oaks and poplars and other trees, I couldn't even imagine what the PawPaws would have looked like back then. Just like imagine like a 20-30-year-old PawPaw. Like a lot of the groves that we're going in are still very young. So yeah, this is William Brown. I was talking a little bit on how to ripen up some hard PawPaws and work with your seeds, and just taking some of my soft PawPaws inside, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy PawPaw season. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, share it on your favorite permaculture vlogs, PawPaw groups, sustainability, wild foraging, anything like that. Other than that, just like I said, William Brown, and You guys have a great day.